we know people have been seeing alleged signs of civilization on Mars ever since this famous face was discovered. Some people say that the origin of this next sound, recorded by NASA,
Mars had been a mystery for years, but now NASA's latest footage could be the proof we've been waiting for. Strange formations, unexplained movements, and signs that could point to alien life have been revealed. Stay tuned for the shocking details. An unidentified object hit the far side of the moon, creating two separate craters, a phenomenon never observed in previous lunar impacts. Unlike known space debris or human-made rockets, this object appeared to have a structure with heavy mass distributed at both ends. Researchers struggled to trace its origin, as no nation claimed responsibility for it. The possibility of extraterrestrial involvement gained traction, especially given past reports of strange structures and anomalies on the moon. This unexplained impact showed that intelligent forces may be operating beyond human observation. Black Knight mystery. Back in 2018, the International Space Station captured a baffling sight. A metallic object with bat-like wings drifting through space, spinning as it moved. NASA labeled it the Black Knight satellite, while some experts suggested it was something else entirely. A UFO mimicking the satellite, perhaps. The footage was released, making it an official and authentic clip, yet the true nature of the object remains a mystery. Metal relic. This footage is of a metallic object buried under the rocks on Mars. Despite searching the surrounding area, scientists found no other fragments, just this lone piece. Its shape and structure suggested it wasn't a natural formation, but possibly a part of a malfunctioning craft. This looked like debris from an ancient Martian civilization or an extraterrestrial vessel. Some experts compared it to Earth's own space debris, but its isolated presence raised more questions than answers. The existence of such an object adds to the growing evidence that Mars might have once been home to advanced life, or is still hiding secrets beneath its surface. Mystery markings. NASA's Curiosity rover, on its Sol 717 mission, captured a peculiar sight on the Martian sand. Small, evenly spaced holes forming a straight line pattern. Unlike random formations caused by wind or erosion, this arrangement looked deliberate. It looked to be a form of communication left behind by an unknown intelligence. Some experts said it might be evidence of a previous robotic mission, while others suggested it was an alien signature, similar to crop circles on Earth. Without a known cause, the markings remain an unexplained phenomenon, leaving the question open about who or what could have left them behind on the red planet. UFO over Afghanistan. In the mountainous region of Afghanistan, two unidentified flying objects were observed hovering side by side. They appeared to be engaged in some form of interaction, with an energy field seemingly connecting them. This type of synchronized movement has been documented in other UFO sightings, indicating an advanced form of communication or technology. The Afghan military was alerted, but before any action could be taken, the objects disappeared at an unnatural speed. Some of the incidents have been reported in conflict zones, showing these crafts monitoring human activity. UFO sighting. It was 2016 when a massive disc-shaped UFO was observed maneuvering through the mountains of Dibba, Oman. The object appeared to be avoiding detection, weaving between the rugged area with precise movements. This sighting was part of a series of UFO encounters in the Middle East, where remote locations provide ideal conditions for concealment. Similar crafts have been reported in the region, often disappearing before authorities can investigate. The growing number of such incidents suggests that extraterrestrial activity is more widespread than previously believed, possibly indicating hidden bases or regular reconnaissance missions. Ancient skull. NASA's Curiosity rover captured an unusual object on the Martian surface, something that hinted at a long-lost civilization. There was something attached to a rock, and then, as the camera panned, a skull-like structure appeared on the ground, but it wasn't human. Its strange shape and ridges resembled depictions of ancient otherworldly beings seen in various cultures on Earth. This could be proof of extraterrestrial life that once thrived on Mars. Some experts compared it to the Paracas skulls found in Peru, known for their unnatural elongation. Whether it was an optical illusion or an actual relic of a lost species, this discovery showed that there was life on the Mars. UFO above moon. A high-powered telescope captured a fast-moving object above the moon, shaped unlike any known craft. Instead of the classic disc or saucer design, it had an irregular form, seemingly adjusting itself as it moved. The footage showed it navigating with precision, avoiding detection. Its unnatural flight pattern looked like intelligence, far beyond anything humans have developed. Similar UFOs have been observed in lunar orbit before leading people to think about hidden operations taking place beyond Earth. The moon, often considered lifeless, might be more significant than previously thought, a possible outpost for something far more advanced. Moon's hidden portal. On the lunar surface, a strange double-disc object was seen hovering before entering a dark hole, one that seemed more like a portal than a crater. As the object disappeared inside, the opening briefly took the shape of a cross while closing, almost like a symbol. This might be a sign left behind by unknown beings. The moon has long been suspected of holding secrets, perhaps even gateways to other dimensions or evidence of life beyond Earth and time itself. Mysterious Martian hole. A satellite captured a peculiar sight on Mars of an almost perfectly circular hole leading deep underground. What made it even stranger was the grayish sand surrounding it, contrasting with the usual Martian terrain. Scientists said that this could be an entrance to a massive underground cavern or tunnel system. Some UFO researchers believe it might be an alien base hidden beneath the surface to avoid detection. The precision of the hole's structure defied natural formations, fueling theories that intelligent life could be using Mars as a secret outpost. If true, this could explain why past missions have struggled to find direct evidence of extraterrestrial life on the surface. Portal on moon. A newly released clip showed a glowing portal opening on the moon's surface. From it, a UFO emerged and sped away at an unimaginable speed. This wasn't the first time such an event was captured, leading many to believe the moon could be harboring a hidden alien base. Some researchers claim these portals could be wormholes, allowing extraterrestrial crafts to travel between locations instantly. This explains the frequent sightings of unidentified objects near the moon. While mainstream scientists dismiss these events as optical illusions or space debris, the repeated nature of such sightings suggests there's more to the moon than we've been told. Mysterious object. A strange object was caught on camera moving past the SpaceX Crew Dragon just minutes after liftoff. Recorded in high definition, the footage showed an unidentified object maneuvering close to the rocket before vanishing into space. While some experts suggested it could be ice from the rocket's fuel system,
The thing that makes me think that that is just most likely a piece of ice.
the object's trajectory and speed did not match typical debris patterns. Similar unidentified objects have been recorded near space missions, leading some to believe that extraterrestrial surveillance is monitoring human advancements in space exploration. Saudi encounter. A strange video from Saudi Arabia surfaced, showing what appeared to be a UFO in the middle of a field. The craft resembled the ones seen in movies, smooth, metallic, and futuristic. As the camera focused, a hatch opened and a ladder extended from the hovering object. Then, a small figure stepped out. The moment was unreal, as if witnessing an advanced species arriving on Earth. Suddenly, the UFO started closing up, and within seconds, it ascended at incredible speed. Even more bizarre, the person standing near it vanished, as if taken by the craft. The onlookers were in shock. Was this an abduction or a secret encounter? What do you say about it? Circular objects. A photographer in Moscow captured something truly bizarre during a full moon shoot. 3 black circular objects moved across the moon's surface, followed by even more. Upon zooming in, the shapes seemed to form a loose formation. Astrophotographer Andrew McCarthy estimated these objects to be 2 to 3 miles wide if they were orbiting the moon. The question remains, are they asteroids?
If these objects were orbiting the moon, they would have to be 2 to 3 miles wide.
UFOs or something else. Despite some theories, including the possibility of satellites, the strange movement suggests something out of the ordinary. This could be a case of migratory birds or something much larger in lunar orbit. Strange sight. In 2021, an odd video captured by Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter raised suspicions about an alien presence on Mars. The photo shows a disc-shaped object with a perfect crescent edge, alongside long parallel lines leading up to it. It looked like it could be the remains of a UFO.
The object that he was looking at was between 12 and 15 meters in diameter, and it could be the remains of a flying disc.
While others say it may be connected to the ancient Sidonian civilization said to have existed on Mars. As the evidence piles up, it seems we may not be the first intelligent beings to set foot on the red planet. Mysterious light. A striking light on Mars has led to a wave of excitement and discussions online. Captured by NASA's Curiosity rover, this mysterious glow on the Martian horizon is being discussed widely. While some think it could point to life on Mars, NASA suggests it's just a cosmic ray one. A similar phenomenon was spotted in 2014, thought to be sunlight reflecting off Martian rocks. Still, for those hoping for a glimpse of extraterrestrial life, this light might just keep the mystery alive. Strange patterns. The Perseverance rover captured something impossible, rock formations and sand patterns that hinted at structured design as if created by intelligent life. They weren't random, they followed an eerie symmetry. This could be evidence of past civilizations, or even an active one. If these markings aren't natural, then Mars may hold more secrets than we imagined. The question is no longer if life existed, but if it still does. Lost civilization. It was February 2014 when NASA's Curiosity rover sent back high-resolution images from Mars. Among the rocky area at Dingo Gap, an odd shape got NASA scientists' attention.
Different objects on Mars that people see or think they see in various rover images.
It wasn't a rock, but actually a statue of a human? That can't be possible. But that's not all. A sarcophagus, a Buddha-like figure, even a cross, objects that shouldn't exist on a barren planet. NASA has not provided any explanation or statement, yet imaging experts said these could be remnants of an ancient Martian civilization. The patterns match structures found on Earth, and if true, this would rewrite history. UFO on Mars. NASA's Ingenuity helicopter completed several historic flights over Mars, but during one of these missions, something shocking was recorded. Now, it was a UFO hovering close, flying side by side with the craft. The object had visible windows, which was undeniable proof of extraterrestrial activity on Mars. This means we are not just visitors, we are intruding, because Mars was never abandoned in the first place. UFO in US. A saucer-shaped UFO landed in a remote area of the US, its dark metallic body partially damaged. The craft had a transparent upper section. Eyewitnesses reported seeing individuals in hazmat suits surrounding the site, carefully inspecting the wreckage. Locals who witnessed the incident claimed the UFO malfunctioned mid-air before landing. This could be linked to past reports of unidentified aerial phenomena interfering with Earth's technology. The US government has long been accused of covering up such incidents, and with recent whistleblower testimonies confirming secret retrieval programs, this incident only deepens the mystery. This might be just another classified experiment or undeniable proof of extraterrestrial visitors. Glowing speedster. A glowing, elongated object was spotted in space, moving at an astonishing speed. Its surface shimmered with multiple lights, giving it an otherworldly presence.
Bruno?
The way it traveled through the sky was unlike anything seen before. Was it an advanced spacecraft from another world? A UFO confirming the existence of life beyond Earth? Whatever it was, its movement left no doubt that something unexplained was out there. Upside down pyramids. Two inverted pyramid-shaped objects were seen hovering above the Giza Pyramids, accompanied by two glowing blue orbs. The orbs moved toward the structures, attaching themselves to the lower corners of the objects before they accelerated and vanished into the sky. This clip resembled previous reports of unexplained aerial activity over ancient sites, where unidentified crafts have been recorded near structures believed to hold significant historical and possibly extraterrestrial importance. The connection between UFOs and ancient civilizations continues to surface in modern times, reinforcing theories of a long-standing link between the two. Antarctica's buried UFO. In October 2020, satellite images revealed a metallic disc partially buried in Antarctica's ice. Researcher Brad Olson was convinced it was an alien spacecraft that had been frozen for thousands of years. The round structure appeared too precise to be a natural formation. Some theorists suggested it could be a remnant of an ancient civilization that once thrived on Earth, or even a shuttle used for interplanetary travel between Earth and Mars. While skeptics argue it could be an optical illusion, others believe Antarctica's harsh environment has preserved hidden secrets, possibly linking our planet to extraterrestrial visitors from a distant past. UFO over pyramids. Mysterious craft was spotted moving at an incredible speed above the pyramids of Egypt. Its design did not match any known aircraft, and its movements defied the laws of physics. Experts analyzed the footage and determined that the craft was not of human origin. The pyramids have long been linked to unexplained phenomena, with ancient depictions and texts suggesting a connection to otherworldly beings. This sighting adds to the growing evidence that these ancient structures may hold secrets related to extraterrestrial activity. Martian object. In 2022, NASA's Perseverance rover captured an unusual sight on Mars of a mysterious object, perfectly still as if frozen in time. Even when zoomed in, the object remained motionless, defying expectations. It seemed to be a piece of alien technology or a spacecraft waiting in silence. No one was sure about it, but still, its presence hinted at something extraordinary, proof that Mars might be more than just a barren planet. Shadow object. Footage from the rocky Martian surface was analyzed by NASA, revealing a shadowy object. Without warning, it moved toward a rock and vanished, almost as if it was merging with the terrain. Scientists confirmed it was a UFO, an anomaly that defied all natural explanations. The way it blended into the landscape suggested an advanced cloaking mechanism. Similar sightings have been reported before, reinforcing the idea that Mars has visitors who prefer to remain unseen. The red planet continues to expose evidence that alien presence might not be just tales. Utah monolith mystery. Deep in the deserts of Utah, far from civilization, helicopter pilots conducting a wildlife survey stumbled upon a bizarre sight. It was an enormous metal monolith standing in the middle of nowhere. The structure, taller than two men combined, was embedded into the red rock landscape with no signs of how it got there. It had an uncanny resemblance to the monolith from 2001, A Space Odyssey, leading wild theories. This could be a work of art, but no artist or group came forward to claim responsibility, and some believed it was placed there by an unknown intelligence. However, officials from the Utah Department of Public Safety stated that regardless of its origin, placing objects on public land without permission was illegal, whether it was done by humans or someone not from this planet. Space donut. This donut-shaped object was caught moving in space, eerily resembling the one from Doraemon. But this wasn't fiction, this was real footage. The object passed near the moon, its circular structure unmistakable. Experts analyzed the clip, adding it to the growing list of UFO encounters. With more unidentified objects appearing near the moon, one question lingers: who or what is watching from the shadows of space? ISS sighting. A strange group of lights drifting past the International Space Station has conspiracy theorists buzzing. Captured by a live camera from the ISS, the cluster of glowing orbs seemed to float by with no clear explanation. Reddit users immediately jumped on the footage, with many suggesting it was a fleet of UFOs. Some even thought the lights could be fragments of space debris, or perhaps shining from a city on Earth. However, it's most likely just squid fishing boats using bright lights to attract their catch. NASA had already explained a similar phenomenon years ago, leaving many to wonder if the mystery had a simple solution after all. Strange remains. NASA's Curiosity rover captured images on Sol 109 showing what appeared to be the remains of an unknown entity partially buried in Martian sand. The structure did not resemble any known terrestrial organism, leading experts to consider the possibility of extraterrestrial life. This discovery aligns with previous findings of methane emissions and organic molecules on Mars, which hint at the presence of life, past or present. The idea that Mars may have once hosted advanced beings gains further credibility with such evidence, reinforcing the possibility that the planet holds secrets yet to be uncovered. Mysterious figures. From bizarre rat-like shapes to a mysterious woman-like silhouette, the Mars rover's images have led to theories of life on the red planet. CNN even investigated the strange remains that were pyramids, carved rocks, and inexplicable formations. Some say it's coincidence. Others argue it's evidence of something greater. If Mars was once alive, who or what left these behind? The deeper we look, the harder it becomes to deny the possibility. These relics looked from an unknown civilization or proof of life beyond Earth. Mars door mystery. In 2022, Curiosity rover captured a strange structure in Gale Crater that appeared to be a doorway carved into the Martian rock. It looked like proof of extraterrestrial architecture. NASA claimed it was just inches tall, a simple crack, but alien enthusiasts weren't convinced. If something small built this, what else could be hidden beneath the surface? Mars continues to present structures that defy logic. It was evident that these doorways existed, but who or what created them? It seemed like Mars was holding secrets that we have yet to understand. Hidden doors. Three unusual door-like structures were spotted on Mars, embedded in a massive rocky formation. Their nearly symmetrical outlines made them stand out from the rugged area, suggesting they weren't natural formations. The doors, though partially concealed, appeared to be carved or placed with intent. Could they be entrances to underground alien shelters? In 2022, NASA's Curiosity rover captured a similar doorway-like opening, which some dismissed as a natural rock fracture. However, finding not one but three of these structures in the same area raised serious questions. If these really are doors, who or what built them? The discovery adds another layer to the mystery of life on Mars. Glowing orb. This mysterious glowing orb was seen hovering just above the desert ground, continuously shifting its shape and size. For several minutes, the orb remained stationary before suddenly shrinking and vanishing without a trace. These kinds of anomalies have been reported in isolated regions, often associated with unexplained electromagnetic disturbances. It aligns with numerous cases where unidentified aerial phenomena appear momentarily, only to disappear in ways beyond human understanding. These orbs are believed to be linked to extraterrestrial intelligence, possibly serving as probes or energy-based entities monitoring Earth. Dome-shaped UFO. A dome-shaped UFO hovered motionless above a massive rock formation on Mars. Beneath it, a strange figure stood, appearing to interact with the craft. The ship didn't move, remaining perfectly stable, as if waiting for something. The eerie precision and positioning showed a planned operation, rather than a random event. This sighting closely resembled past encounters where UFOs have been seen dropping or retrieving unknown beings. If Mars is truly a testing ground, these activities could indicate that extraterrestrial life is actively operating on the planet, undisturbed by human interference. Mid-flight interruption. During a routine missile test in space, an unidentified flying object suddenly appeared, releasing a concentrated beam of energy at the missile. Within seconds, the missile lost power and was rendered useless mid-flight. The UFO maneuvered effortlessly, changing angles and emitting multiple beams before vanishing into the darkness of space. This wasn't the first time such an event was reported. Former US Air Force officers have testified about similar incidents dating back to the 1960s, where UFOs allegedly deactivated nuclear equipment. If these objects are actively disabling Earth's tools, does this mean they're monitoring human conflicts? Are they protecting us, or do they see us as a threat? Navy encounter. The first footage of a mystery UFO that puzzled the government for over 2 years was finally released. Recorded on November 11th, 2014 by a Chilean Navy helicopter pilot and a technician, the object was clearly visible with the naked eye. The aircraft was flying at 4,500 feet with good visibility when the UFO appeared. Infrared footage confirmed that the object emitted heat but showed no signs of conventional propulsion. This incident added to the growing evidence of unexplained aerial encounters, raising questions about the presence of advanced non-human technology in Earth's airspace. Unknown structures. Back in 1966, NASA's Lunar Orbiter 2 spacecraft snapped a strange image showing several pointed spires on the moon. The spires resembled ancient obelisks, each one taller than 15 stories. Scientists argue these structures may not be natural, considering the moon's constant bombardment by meteors. Did NASA know about these mysterious monuments and keep them hidden? The Apollo mission's radar data, especially during Apollo 11's landing, might suggest that something on the moon had already been discovered, structures that shouldn't exist. Russian military encounter. In a remote desert, Russian military forces witnessed a saucer-shaped UFO hovering just above the ground, glowing brightly underneath. As they approached, an intense battle erupted, lasting nearly an hour. The UFO showed incredible maneuvers, evading every move. Reports suggest the object eventually disappeared without a trace. This encounter hinted at an advanced technology beyond human capabilities, resembling accounts of similar crafts witnessed throughout history. If such crafts exist, they could be part of something far more complex than we understand. Broken door. This astonishing sight was captured by NASA's Perseverance rover. What appeared to be a broken iron door with a rusted grill-like pattern half buried in the Martian desert. The door, worn by time, suggested it had been exposed to Mars's harsh conditions for centuries. This seemed to be an entrance to a hidden underground structure. The presence of rust raised even more questions, as it indicated oxidation, something that requires water. If water once flowed here, could life have existed alongside it? The surrounding rocks seemed to be covering something beneath, hinting that Mars may still be hiding secrets that could reshape our understanding of the planet's history. Navy encounter.
120 knots to the west. Look at that thing, dude.
The Pentagon released 3 unclassified videos showing Navy pilots' encounters with unidentified aerial phenomena UAPs. One dark object was spotted hovering above the water. Despite high winds, it remained unmoved, maintaining a straight trajectory. A thought came to everyone's mind about this sight. What could be controlling such an object, impervious to natural forces?
Roger.
Crab-like alien. During the Apollo moon landing, an unusual crab-like creature was photographed near the astronauts. The image, analyzed in later years, showed features unlike any known terrestrial species. While skeptics dismissed it as a rock formation, others pointed to the pattern of alleged biological structures found in past lunar images. This footage reinforced the theory that the moon may have once supported life, or could still be home to hidden extraterrestrial beings. With NASA's planned return to the moon, further investigations might uncover more evidence of non-human presence. Figure riding vehicle. The Mars Opportunity rover has unveiled something truly odd. A photo suggests a humanoid figure, possibly riding a vehicle, on the Martian landscape. The closer you look, the stranger it gets, especially when adjusting the contrast to reveal more details. What seems to be a person wearing protective gear, sitting on a machine with wheels, could be evidence of a hidden presence on Mars. Some say it's part of a secret space program, with elite military teams possibly operating on Mars for decades. This could be proof of a long-forgotten human mission to the Red Planet. Rectangular structure. A satellite image from 1998 shows something unusual on Mars. A rectangular structure with a round hole in it, leading debates about what's really out there. The image, taken by an orbiter, seems to hint at the possibility of a hidden base or some kind of human presence on the Martian surface. At over 3 miles wide, the structure is enough to get anyone thinking. It could be an ancient artifact, a base from an old mission, or perhaps something even stranger. The mystery surrounding this image has lingered for years, still unanswered. Russian mystery. In 2016, Russia was secretly testing UFO technology when an unidentified craft repeatedly failed to take off. The object struggled before crashing onto the frozen ground, its red lights blinking erratically, signaling a malfunction. Unlike any known aircraft, its structure seemed otherworldly. This incident resembled past UFO recovery operations, where strange objects were retrieved and studied in secrecy. The craft's inability to function showed that it might not have been built for Earth's environment. Whether reverse engineered or extraterrestrial in origin, this failed launch only deepened the mystery surrounding Russia's advanced aerospace research. UFOs spotted in space.
I'm going to put a red on the front flap of this.
Alien hunters are once again on high alert after spotting strange objects on the live feed from the ISS. 2 separate incidents this month have raised eyebrows. One involved a UFO-like object that appeared before the feed cut off for a brief 10 to 15 seconds. Another showed a gray figure rising over the horizon, only to disappear when the camera switched. Some believe it could be debris or even the moon. Whatever the cause, these mysterious interruptions are sure to fuel the ongoing debate about what's really happening above Earth.
Onto the back of the shroud, I'll see how that works, if that's alright with you.
Open discussion. Today's open discussion is about this recently released clip. During a moon landing mission, astronauts reported a strange sight, a tall, pale creature performing sit-ups on the lunar surface. It looked like a form of exercise, but no human could ever be seen doing such a thing on the moon. NASA confirmed this sighting, asserting that it could be evidence of alien life. Days later, another video surfaced online of a wrecked UFO on Mars. The debris was half buried in the barren landscape, its structure appearing damaged beyond repair. Experts linked it with the previous alien sighting. Maybe the alien was stranded on the moon because of its spaceship malfunction on Mars. Skeptics, however, argue that it could simply be remnants of past Mars missions, possibly a parachute or a broken lander from human exploration efforts. But if not, then Mars could have once been home to extraterrestrial beings before something catastrophic wiped them out. The debate continues, and only further exploration can reveal the truth hidden in the Martian dust. But till then, you guys can share your thoughts in the comments.